thermometers we classify into the categories mainly about three important things. One is a resistance thermometer. Other one is gas thermometer. And one more thing is liquid thermometer. There are other thermometers also, but first we are going to discuss about these thermometers. So resistance, gas thermometer, liquid thermometer. The thermometers means the temperature measuring devices are called as thermometers. Now coming to some thermometer I have taken, some randomly one thermometer I have taken here. Now this thermometer, any thermometer, if you observe any thermometer, xt is equal to at plus b. X is some parameter, is a property, we can say. It is varying linearly with the temperature. T is temperature, linearly with the temperature. A and B are some constant. Let me take X at T is equal to at plus b. Now if I take at 0 degrees temperature, if temperature is 0, if T is equal to 0, so I can write xt is equal to b. If suppose I had taken, if x is equal to 100, then what will happen? This is x at 0, this has x at 0, this value is x at 0, t equal to 0 means. Then if I have taken x is equal to 100, then x at 100 is equal to what should I write? A is now x at 100 is equal to what should I write? A into 100 plus b. A into 100 plus b. Like that, now I got x0 and x100. What is the value of A? Because you observe, this B is nothing but x0. So from these two expressions I can write x100 is equal to A into 100 plus B is nothing but x0. From here, A is equal to x100 minus x0 by x100 minus x0 by 100. So this is the value for A. Fine. As is the value for A, now what will be the relation for temperature? I told xt is equal to, I told at plus b. I want the value of T. I want T value means I can write xt minus b by, I can write it as A. So xt minus b by A I can write. Just now we told the values for b is equal to x0 and A is equal to, just we have informed it as, what is the A value beta? In previous page if you observe, A value we wrote it as x100 minus x0 into 100. So let me put it as x0, that is what we wrote, A value x100 minus x0 by 100. Substituting these values now in the formula, T equal to xt minus, in the place of b x0, in the place of A x100 minus x0 divided by 100, that 100 will come as multiplication. This is the formula for the temperature. This is the formula for temperature in thermometer. Any thermometer, for any thermometer, this is the formula. Now according to the situation, now this is the formula for that is what thermometer I told. X0 means at 0 degrees, x100 means at 100 degrees, xt means at 3 degrees centigrade. We have mainly three types of thermometers we told. This is resistance thermometer. Gas thermometer again consists of two types, that is a volume constant gas thermometer and pressure constant gas thermometer. Mainly we will be using this one beta. So here T is equal related to resistance. So RT minus R0 by R100 minus R0. So how resistance is varying with respect to temperature with this formula. How volume constant means pressure change. So I can write T is equal to, I can write PT minus P0 by P100 minus P0 into 100. And here I told pressure constant means I can write volume change. So Vt minus V naught by V100 minus V naught into 100. Liquid thermometers, mercury thermometer it is. So here what we can write here means T is equal to, we will take in liquid thermometers, we will take length. So LT minus L naught by L100 minus L naught into 100. Like that we can write the formula for these topics better. So thermometers means, what do you mean by thermometers? Resistance thermometer, gas thermometer, liquid thermometer. These are the three main thermometers we'll be using in problems in objectives. Only these three will be using in objectives in our syllabus concern. There are other thermometers also, but these are mainly we are using for objective point of view. I hope you are clear with what thermometers we are using in objectives. So these formulae we have to know better. So whenever they told volume constant, variation of pressure, pressure constant, variation of volume. This is a resistance thermometer, variation of resistance with temperature. The liquid thermometer, variation of liquid length in the tube, with respect to temperature. Like that we categorize into 4 categories. I hope you are clear with these things better now. So this is the information about thermometers. Thermometers are the instruments or devices used to measure temperature. Generally, we classify into 3 categories: resistance thermometer, gas thermometer, liquid thermometer. Resistance thermometer means how resistance is varying with respect to temperature. Resistance of that given material varying with respect to temperature. Gas thermometers means volume constant. When volume is constant, pressure is changing. When pressure is constant, volume is changing. Gas thermometer, two types: volume constant gas thermometer, pressure constant gas thermometer. Liquid thermometer we have, that is liquid, how it is varying. Generally we will take the mercury, how it is varying with respect to temperature. That is about liquid thermometers. Like that, mainly for objective point of view we'll use this information. And this is the formula derivation. That is, we have taken first how to derive this formula. Xt is equal to At plus B. X is the parameter at temperature T. It is linearly dependent on temperature. Linearly dependent means we don't know A and B values. They can be anything. Both can be 0 or both something it can have. We don't know about A and B. So linear temperature, that is x is a parameter, depends on temperature linearly. Linearly depends. So by taking that information, we have got the formula derivation like this. Just you need to, no need to go in deep, because these things again we'll discuss individually. All these terms individually we'll discuss when we are going to the chapters. Some other chapters we'll discuss all these points. Just to have the basic information of formula based. It is formula based. If you know formula, it is enough better. So now I hope you are clear with these thermometers. Okay beta, any doubts in thermometers? Now here one more information is about triple point. One more information to be known is about triple point. You must not forget this one, because this also is a very important information about triple point. Triple point. Triple point is nothing but is a special situation where the three states of matter coexist. The three states of matter coexist. This is a temperature where the three states of matter coexist. So suppose you are taking for water, triple point of water. Triple point means what we can say, triple point of water, three states of matter or three phases of water, three phases of water. What are three phases beta? Yes, ice, water and vapor. Ice, water and vapor coexist. The three phases of water coexist. At a time, all are present at one particular temperature and pressure. We are able to maintain the three phases of matter. Generally, it is not happens. Ice is there and water is there. We don't have steam. Steam and water is there, we don't have ice. But this is a situation where all the three states of matter exist. This is not possible at all the temperatures and pressure. This is a special situation. This occurs only at a triple point temperature 273.16 Kelvin, and pressure is taken as 4 millimeters of Hg, 4 millimeters of Hg, mercury level, 4 millimeters of mercury level. At this particular temperature and pressure only, we can observe the triple point concept beta, triple point concept. So only at these situations we'll observe triple point concept, not in all the situations. Suppose you are taking constant volume gas thermometer, constant volume gas thermometer, I am taking constant volume gas thermometer. What will happen? Constant volume gas thermometer means here a constant volume is pressure is directly proportional to temperature. So P by PTR, triple point pressure, is equal to T by triple point temperature. So P at any point, P at any, that is T at any point is equal to, I can write now, T at any point as P by PTR into T into TR. TR, triple point temperature. Already I mentioned what is triple point temperature value. Triple point temperature value is nothing but 273, that is fixed value, 273.16 P by PTR into Kelvin. So like that we can write about the T value beta. See, remember triple point means you have to inform that the temperature at which all the three states of matter coexist, all the three phases of matter coexist. That is a solid, liquid and vapor, all the three states coexist. For water, triple point triple point temperature are 273.16 or 0.01 degrees centigrade. We can also write in degrees centigrade as 0.01 degrees centigrade or 0.01 degrees centigrade. These are the special situations where the three phases of matter exist, coexist. Okay, beta. So just need to remember this information, nothing to worry, and this formula. Volume constant means pressure is directly proportional to temperature. This is also gas law. This is the gas laws. We have Charles laws, Boyle's law. I think you have seen in 10th class also about Charles laws and Boyle's laws. So this is also called Charles second law or Gay-Lussac law. Volume constant, pressure is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Absolute temperature, pressure is directly proportional to absolute temperature. The same topic again will revise beta, no need to worry. These all topics about these things. So now what I discussed, everything again will revise in detail, so till here it is to be noted. And one more information is about bimetallic strip. Solids we discussed about bimetallic strip. I think we left this one, bimetallic strip. You have to know what the property occurs in bimetallic strip. Just observe now, bimetallic strip. So bimetallic strip means two dissimilar metals join. Two dissimilar metals join like this. This is a bimetallic strip. One is having coefficient of linear expansion alpha 1. Other is having coefficient of linear expansion alpha 2. These two are joined like this. But this is a bimetallic strip we call. So let me call one as brass, other one as steel. One is made up of brass, other one is made up of steel. What we know is brass is having more alpha value. Let me write, instead of writing alpha 1, alpha 2, let me write here alpha of brass, alpha of steel. So comparing these two, what I came to know is alpha of brass is greater than alpha of steel. So if alpha is greater, what do you mean by alpha is greater? That means what information we'll get by saying simply alpha of brass is greater than alpha is steel. What the information is providing for us? It provides that when heated, brass expands more than steel. Brass expands more. Brass expands more than steel. This is the information what we get when the alpha is greater, means which is having more alpha, that will expand more than other. So when cooled, again we can observe one more phenomena here. When cooled, here when brass expands more when we told heated, and when cooled what will happen means brass contracts more. Brass contracts more than steel. That means the two properties is excited by the brass only. So when alpha is greater, alpha means coefficient of linear expansion. Alpha means it is called as coefficient of linear expansion. Coefficient of linear expansion. So coefficient of linear expansion of brass is greater than steel means what we have to say, when heated brass expands more, when cooled brass contracts more. This is the information provided by bimetallic strip. Let us see now what is the phenomena happening here. When you observe the bimetallic strip, here there are two cases. When heated and cool, we told two cases. One is heated and cool. Heated and cool. Generally, how the bimetallic strip will be there? This is the upper one, let us call as brass, and bottom one we call it as steel. Upper one is brass, bottom one is steel. So green color one is steel and red color one is brass. So when heated, brass expands more. Brass expands more. Brass expands more, we told. Brass expands more. So brass expands more means what will happen? Brass expands more means here we get the shape like this. Brass is expanding more than steel. So we get the curve more by brass curvature will be greater than. Brass curvature is be more than the steel curvature. Brass curvature is greater than steel curvature. Okay, Aisha? So what I told is brass expands more means brass curvature is more than steel. So this is about first one, inside one, upper one is brass and inner one is steel. Brass and steel. So here observe carefully. So it is brass is on which side? Brass is on convex side. And steel is on which side? Steel is on concave side. Steel is on concave side. So when heated, brass is on convex and steel is on concave. Like that. When cool, what will happen? When cool, brass contracts more. Brass contracts more when cool. Fine. Brass contracts more when cool, we wrote. So contracts more means it makes more curvature than steel. So but contracts like this. Contracts. Yes. One student informed me brass is now on concave side. Yes, beta, you are correct. So brass is on concave side now and steel is on convex side. So now what we observe here is the brass is on concave side and steel is on convex side. So steel is on convex and brass is on concave side. So this is the phenomena you have to observe when heated and when cool. When heated and cool. I hope you are clear till here. Now let us observe the next phenomena here. Here the formula what we have. So it is bending like that, we told. It is bending like that. Very clearly we observe the bending. And is making some curvature here. Is bending and making some curvature. So it is making some curvature. So the radius of curvature and thickness of bimetallic strip We also have derivation for this one, but you can remember it as a formula. It's better to remember as a formula. Little lengthy derivation, so no need of derivation. You remember it as a formula. Easy only, not hard, but still, why to take more time? Whenever we have again time, we'll discuss about that one in detail, the derivation also. Now, just we can remember the formula. So, yeah, delta T is temperature difference. If delta T is temperature difference, this let me take this one is not R, this one is D. Some term D they told it is a D. D is called thickness of bimetallic strip. Thickness of bimetallic strip. Bimetallic strip. D is called thickness of bimetallic strip. And R is called radius of curvature. Radius of curvature for any shape like this, for curvature. So we don't know which alpha is greater here. That means generally from the diagram they may be cools or expands. What is no condition here? Any condition can be here. We don't know about which is brass and steel here. Just take a condition for any one. So the formula I can write here is R is equal to D by alpha 1 difference alpha 2 difference in coefficient of linear expansion into delta T. As now we don't have sufficient time to derive this one, just I am giving that formula now. You can take it as a formula right now. R is radius of curvature, D is thickness of bimetallic strip, alpha 1, alpha 2 and delta T is temperature difference. They will provide everything in the exam for this bimetallic strip. You can solve the problems also on the bimetallic strip by using this knowledge. I hope you are clear till here better. So in today's class we discussed once the thermometers and again we discussed about the bimetallic strip. So bimetallic strip, once we observe here, one thing is again triple point also I noted here, triple point. Triple point means three phases of water, ice, water and vapor coexist. At a time they both, all the three things exist. It is not possible at all the conditions, only at triple point temperature and pressure. These are called coordinates of triple point and pressure 273.16 Kelvin or pressure 4 mm of Hg or coordinates of triple point of water. And when our constant volume gas thermometer, constant volume pressure is directly proportional to temperature, and this is from gas laws. From gas laws we have. That we didn't discuss gases. In gases chapter again we'll go in detail about this one. Triple point temperature, remember 273.16 Kelvin. After that we had discussed about bimetallic strip. There is about alpha coefficient of linear expansion, which is more and which is less. Always which is a more alpha, which is having more alpha heated expands, and which is having less alpha, that is which is having more alpha when heated expands and when cooled contracts more compared to other. From this information we got these two shapes and we decided concave and convex, and finally the formula for radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. This is some basic information related to bimetallic strip. I hope you are clear with this bimetallic strip ideas beta. So just to check these things. If not clear, you can ask me, and these derivations and everything we can do in our next session. I hope you are clear till here. Okay beta. Thank you everyone beta. Thank you each and every student who present in the class. Thank you very much.